evening, everyone. Happy Saturday. You're all invited to a One Play Pro Club party right here at the One Play Sports eSports Spectrum. And speaking of parties, he's a party boy in a party world. His shirt's fantastic. His commentary's bombastic. The notorious Nitin Nambiar, the godfather of gaming, the man that puts the E into esports. Nitin, standing by for an all-Singapore clash. We're rocking here at the end of week 5 in the One Play Pro Club Challenge, aren't we?
Yeah, so excited to see two Singapore teams facing off against each other. Pakcik Pakcik Legend versus M16. It's a shame that one of them will have to go out, but that's the way the tournament works, isn't it?
Yep, certainly does. Right, get the comments in on the One Play Sports Facebook page. It's all about LSFC. We've got a very busy night tonight. We do have a Pakcik Legend against M16 in that all-Singapore clash to book a place in the round of 16 in the One Play Pro Club Challenge. But before we go there, an important point of business. Starting next Wednesday, it is the One Play C Nations Cup International Pro Club action coming away live on the One Play Sports Network from next Wednesday. We're about to go and do the draw, but what on earth are newcomers? This is a draw for a major tournament. You can't turn up like that for a draw. What waste are you?
Waste.
48 regular?
Yeah, around there.
Just as well, I know what I'm doing.
No one told me anything.
I came prepared. Get that on, Nitin.
Awesome.
And we will now bring you live here on One Play Sports the draw for the inaugural One Play Sports C Nations Cup. Hello everyone, Adar Kabar Baru, Selamat Datang, Sawadee Cup to our friends in Thailand, Selamat Patang, Ming Galapa if you're in Myanmar, Kumasta to all of our good friends in the Philippines, and Sing Chao. Last but by no means least, it's a warm welcome to everyone watching from Vietnam. Welcome to the official draw for the first ever One Play Sports C Nations Cup. And if you're new to esports here on One Play Sports, this is what it's all about. A whopping $2,500 in the prize pool with 8 teams competing. The national teams of Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Myanmar, Vietnam, Brunei and the Philippines. The action gets underway this coming Wednesday, that's May the 6th. All games will be played every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday at 11 p.m. Singapore time. That is GMT +8. And of course, most importantly of all, it's all live and exclusive right here on One Play Sports. Delighted to be joined in the studio to help us conduct the draw by a very familiar face. The notorious one, the man that puts the E into esports, the godfather of gaming here on One Play Sports, Mr. Nitin Nambiar. And welcome to the studio for the first time to the Asia head of virtual pro gaming, VPG, the man that's done such a great job as tournament director of the One Play Pro Club Challenge, Mr. Syed Yusuf. Yusuf, wonderful to have you with us and to help us with this draw. But now, with the One Play Pro Club Challenge being so successful, we're stepping it up a notch with this C Nations Cup.
Jadi ini adalah pertandingan daripada 8 negara yang mempunyai pemain-pemain pro clubs yang terbaik yang setiap negara ada. Jadi saya harap kita akan dapat memberikan pertandingan yang terbaik untuk semua.
And obviously, someone that's new to esports like myself, we've seen the growth during this terrible COVID-19 situation, people playing all over the world. Is it safe to say that esports has never been as popular, particularly FIFA, as it is now?
Iya, betul. Untuk masa sekarang esports memang amat popular, termasuk pro clubs, FIFA 20 Pro Club. Kerana termasuk negara jiran kami, Malaysia, yang mempunyai esports KL yang melangsungkan competition pro clubs yang mempunyai 82 pasukan dari Malaysia, dan kami sekarang ingin membuat untuk Southeast Asia, negara-negara di Southeast Asia.
Wonderful. Now, before we do the draw, I'm going to make it tough. I'm not going to let you see the groups first. Who is going to win this first ever One Play Sports C Nations Cup?
Saya akan memilih Malaysia.
Malaysia for Yusuf. Nitin, what about you? You're a good judge. You're getting your predictions right all the time in the World Pro Club Challenge. Who is going to lift this trophy?
Heart says Singapore, head says Thailand.
Yeah, I think everyone's in acknowledgement that Thailand are favourites. The boys are standing by to pick out the balls. The seeded teams are Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia and Indonesia. The non-seeds, the Philippines, Brunei, Myanmar and Vietnam. And of course, a surprise to see Vietnam not seeded. A bit of controversy there. Whoever gets Vietnam, be it Group A or Group B, that's automatically going to become the group of death. I can tell you the seeded teams are located in the blue balls. If you wouldn't mind holding up one of those blue balls just to show the people at home. Marvellous. Yusuf, put it back in. And Nitin, if you could grab one of the pink ones, they contain the 4 non-seeded teams. If you could put that back in, Nitin, and give them a bit of a shake round so there's no accusations of impropriety. No hot balls in there, is there, Nitin?
Nothing.
Lovely. That'll do. That will do. So without any further ado, Yusuf, you can pick up the first seeded team who'll be in position A1 in Group A. Ooh. And first out is... It's Thailand, the tournament favourites in position A1. They'll go into Group A. Nitin, who will be in position A3, the first non-seeded team who will be paired with Thailand in Group A. Now, if this is Vietnam, it's going to be very interesting indeed. Who have you pulled out, Nitin?
Ooh.
It is. It's Brunei. Brunei in with Thailand. Now, who's going to go into the top spot in the groups in Group B? If you could pull one out there, please, Yusuf. This team will go to position B1. It's Singapore. So Singapore will in Group B. They'll avoid Thailand in the group stage. Nitin, who will go into position B3? The team that comes out now will be in position B3, paired with Singapore. So Singapore will be hoping they don't see Vietnam here. Someone's going to get them.
Ooh.
And it is...
The
The Philippines. Lots of big talk from the Philippines on the Facebook chat in the build-up to this. They're with Singapore in Group B. Now, the second-seeded team in Group A, if you would please, Yusuf. Second-seeded team, who will be with Thailand. It's Malaysia. So we'll get Thailand against Malaysia in the group stage. They will go into position A2. And if you could pull out the next team,
So
the
it's fair,
unseeded team that will go into position A4.
it's fair to say Group A is looking very
It will
tough
particularly
indeed.
be fruity if this is Vietnam you've pulled out.
Oh, it is.
And it is Vietnam, so Group A is looking devilishly difficult.
Boy.
And of course now, we've only got two teams left, but let's go through the formality, Yusuf. The team that will take up B2 position and be paired in Group B with Malaysia as their fellow seeds. That is Indonesia, which means, Nitin, let's go through the formality. The unseeded team to wrap things up, and we now know it will be Myanmar, I think, if my memory serves me correctly.
It is.
It is Myanmar. Many thanks to both Nitin and Yusuf. Let's recap the group stages. So in Group A, it's Thailand, Malaysia, Brunei and Vietnam. How tough does Group A look? And in Group B, Singapore will be happy with Indonesia, the Philippines and Myanmar. And Yusuf has just informed me that the opening group game will be that Group A belter between Thailand and Malaysia. That kicks us off this coming Wednesday, the 6th of May, 2300 hours Singapore time, GMT +8. Make sure you join us then.
How about that? Looking forward to Malaysia against Thailand to get us underway on Wednesday. Good job, Nitin. I like the way you handled those balls. You got experience in that. It was very impressive. Group A, no question, is... don't look at me like that. Group A, the group of death with Vietnam. It's the one they all wanted to avoid. Who are the two teams to go through for you from Group A? Thailand, Malaysia, Brunei, Vietnam.
Malaysia, Thailand.
Malaysia, Thailand, Group B. Singapore, Indonesia, Philippines, Myanmar.
Singapore and Indonesia.
I've got a feeling, you know, remember, $2,500 up for grabs. I think the Philippines could be the surprise package. We will see. It's all coming up on Wednesday. Keep it tuned to the One Play Sports Facebook page for all the build-up to the start of the One Play Sports C Nations Cup. Back down to One Play Pro Club Challenge business. We are at the end of week 5. Let's recap what we've seen so far in week 5 in this magnificent tournament. Already this week we have seen progress for two Thai teams, both of them going through without conceding a goal. The Thai gang ruthless against RDSV FC of Singapore, and our biggest upset of the tournament so far, Buffalo Run 2-0 winners against Vietnam's Pew FC, who huffed and they puffed, but they couldn't blow the house down as Sniper Lien in goal for Buffalo Run was nothing short of sensational. Tonight, now I've already got complaints on the Facebook page about this comments. I've got Mohammed Rissa saying, Pakcik Legend, not Pakcik Squared. Guys, give us a break. We've got so much to squeeze in on the show today, but to keep you happy, Pakcik Legend. I mean, that's Uncle Legend, is it?
Yeah, it's Pakcik. It's like when you call the uncle Pakcik, satu nasi lemak.
Yeah, but if they say it something twice, it's squared, right?
It is, but it doesn't work for Uncle.
Okay, they're the seeds. We're going to build up to that game very shortly. Let's run you through how the tournament is looking in terms of the bracket, because we've only got a couple of round of 32 games left. This time next week we'll be into the round of 16. Where does the time go? I could do this forever and ever. Top left-hand side of the bracket, we start with Larojak Football against To The Moon in the round of 16. Then Ones to Watch against the Royal Cavaliers of Vietnam, who are first winners all the way back on match night 1. Remember, we're at match night 14 now. Bottom left-hand side of the draw, Maximus of Malaysia against Tiki Taka VFC, a causeway clash in the round of 16, an all-tie clash between Catnino and Hyenas. We go to the top right, which is now full up. VM Brothers against Amigos, the Shady Shapeshifters against the Thai Gang FC. That's going to be an interesting one. Look at both those teams coming through 3-0 in their round of 32 clash. And all that remains to be done in terms of the round of 32 are the 3 slots to be filled. We'll fill one next Tuesday, one next Thursday, and we'll fill one tonight. It'll definitely be a 5th Singapore team through to the round of 16, but will it be Pakcik 2 Legend, or Pakcik Squared as I'm calling it, much to the disgust of the Pakcik Square boys, against MSixteen FC. And talking about the One Play Sports C Nations Cup, there's a couple of Singapore internationals in the Pakcik Legend lineup. We will, I promise you, start the build-up to this game very shortly. But first, the esports news keeps coming thick and fast, and we've got more breaking news now. We can cross over to the One Play Sports offices in Mumbai, India, because immediately following our broadcast tonight, Nitin, there is more great FIFA action.
What?
And our man Anabav will tell you more.
मेरे पास आपके लिए बहुत exciting news है, especially if you're a football fan and an esports fan. One Play Sports का Hello page will be broadcasting live action of the VPG Asia Champions League and the VPG Asia Pro League. These competitions will feature top teams from India, Singapore, Bangladesh, Thailand and Malaysia battling it out for top honors. सबसे पहले ग्रुप राउंड होने वाला है, उसके बाद नॉकआउट स्टेजेस होंगे. बट यू कैन रेस्ट अश्योर्ड दैट हर एक मुकाबला बहुत ही तगड़ा होने वाला है, बहुत ही टाइट होने वाला है, बिकॉज ईच मैचअप इज ओनली 12 मिनट्स इन ड्यूरेशन. दैट इज 6 मिनट्स पर हाफ. All our 8 Indian teams, 4 in the Champions League and 4 in the Asia Pro League, desperately need your support to be crowned champions of Asia. So please join us for live action of the VPG Asia Champions League and the VPG Asia Pro League exclusively on One Play Sports.
So, midnight Singapore time, that's 9:30 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Time. I know we've got a lot of people watching from India. Get to the Hello app in India, and you can watch Howler FC of India against the Tamil Wanderers of Malaysia. And I'm told they showed a game last night on the One Play Sports social media channels in India, and it did telephone numbers, million plus. Great to have you all with us. The content just keeps on coming and coming, getting better and better. Now, obviously, with that draw, running a bit behind time, so with respect, they're giving me so much stick on Facebook, these Pakcik Legend boys. All right, I'll
Good
call
job,
you
guys.
Pakcik Legend. Are you happy now? Stop complaining. You're driving me mad.
Maybe it's the pronunciation. It's Pakcik.
Pakcik.
Yeah.
I'm an Ang Mo. Give me a
Pakcik.
break. I'm an Ang Mo.
It's not that hard.
Listen, let's get up to the action now. It is match night 14, and it is a battle between 2 Singaporean sides. It's Pakcik Legend. Go up, is that better? Go up against MSixteen FC. That's the action tonight on this Super Saturday, match night 14. Nitin, interesting clash this one. Looking forward to it. By the way, with all the complaining Pakcik Legend are doing on the Facebook page, they better be able to win this game. They do go into it as favourites. It'd be a huge shock if MSixteen can dump them out.
Yep, you're talking about 2 teams that have a decent pedigree. One finished, the Pakcik Legends finished first in the ES League, whereas the MSixteen team finished top 5 in the Malaysian League. So they are on a side to be underestimated for sure.
Keep the comments coming on the Facebook page, by the way. We're all about building a community here, creating heroes. That's what the One Play Sports mantra is all about. Nitin now doing the universal sign language for either getting his nails done or typing. Commenting. I saw what you did there. Like, share, follow, comment. Tell him, Nitin, how does that abbreviate?
LSFC.
Correct. Top man, Nitin Nambiar. And listen, if you want advanced shout-outs, and bearing in mind we're going to have people from all over the world watching with this C Nations Cup, the email address is studio@oneplaysports.com. Now, team news is in. We'll get the teams to you before we go pitchside for the first leg, which will be at the M16 Fortress. Both games in Singapore. Talk us through these sides, Nitin, because there are a couple of Singapore internationals in that Pakcik Legend team.
All right, the Pakciks are going for a 4-4-2 narrow formation we've seen multiple times in this tournament so far. Their key player is Mr. Mohammad Arif, who is also their striker. He has 180 goals in 524 appearances.
That's not that impressive compared to some of the numbers.
It's not
we've
very
seen.
impressive, but he could be the type of striker who brings others into play. So I'm not going to judge him till after the match. With regards to M16, they're playing a 4-3-3 wide. their star man is Mr. Zal Hasmi, who's also their right back, and also I believe their player manager. So both teams relatively new. Both have started afresh due to this tournament, and it'd be interesting to see who comes out on top.
I'm going to stay out of trouble and just call them Legend from now on in. The Legend Boys League champions this season in the ES League. Top 5 slot for M16 in the Malaysian leagues. They've both come to the table with decent CVs. No question though, M16 new to the party, only a recently formed side. And Pakcik Pakcik Legend, they have 3 teams under their umbrella, so they're a serious organisation. This is a bit like Manchester City, for me, playing Burnley. That's the analogy I'm going to make tonight.
I guess it's fair to say that the Pakciks have a good reputation, but top 5 in the Malaysian league is no joke, and I don't think Burnley can finish top 5 in the Premier League. So Burnley might be a bit harsh. Maybe go for like an Everton or something
Sheffield
like that.
United then.
Yeah, maybe.
Sheffield United is a good one.
Fair enough.
Right, let me give a couple of shout-outs. Everyone very kindly commenting on the Facebook page. Get those comments in. I'll mention you as much as I can. We've got Wantil Som with us. We've got Mast. We've got Andy. We've got Ipong. We have Raiders VFC. They're always with us, the Raiders. Good to have you with us, guys. Mohammed Israk. We've got Sandri, Sengyao Emil, and all the boys complaining about me calling it Pakcik Squared from Club Pakcik Squared Tour. We've got Zhen Yao. Zhen Yao's all over it. Tebis, Jermaine Tan. Lots of people from the Philippines. Really looking forward to seeing the Philippines in action. Big hello to Jenny Obertonon. Good to have you with us, Jenny. We've got Saeed. We've got Mitch. Too many to mention, to be honest, but keep them coming.
Awesome.
The more introverted and expressive the comments, the more likely you are to have them mentioned on the air. Now, are we ready, guys? Tournament Director Yusuf, you did such a good job of the draw, standing by to take us pitchside to the M16 Fortress for this first leg. Who can book the third to last slot in our round of 16? Really looking forward to this one, Nitin. The winner, remember, gets to take on Buffalo Run on the 26th of May. That's going to be a tough ask.
Yeah, Buffalo Run proved over the last game week that their side, they're actually the first real non-seeded side to have gone through, so full credit to them. And they'll be up against it. Whoever goes through today will be a tough opponent.
I keep an eye on, by the way, I talked about those Singapore internationals in the ranks of Pakcik Pakcik Legend. DLX MNC, I'm going to call him Derek Lim. That's the name of the chap. He's got lots of fans on the Facebook comments page. Derek Lim is Singapore's international goalkeeper. He will start in goal for Pakcik Pakcik Legend. Up front as well, another Singaporean international in Zanio. And I believe in the second leg, we're going to see the player manager Herman, who is also a Singaporean international. So, bearing in mind we just made the draw for the C Nations Cup, can any of these players strut their stuff and start striking the fear of God into the likes of Indonesia, Vietnam and Malaysia?
Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on those 3. Really looking forward to that Singapore team and hoping they do well in the C Nations Cup. So we've got 3 players who on show for us today. So fingers crossed they do well.
Are we still waiting to cross live pitch side? Is there an issue? There's a slight issue. So while we wait to be able to go to the M16 Fortress, I'll get your predictions in a minute. I want to talk about Barbara and Kelly Latimer, if I may. I'm a bit obsessed with them.
It's okay.
We are teaming up during this terribly difficult COVID-19 situation, and we do hope that we're bringing a little bit of sunshine into your lives 6 nights a week from next week. Bearing in mind, 6 nights a week, One Play Pro Club action for you on the network. But we're also teaming up in the daytime, Monday to Friday, with our dear friends at Sports Singapore to bring you a great strand of programming, helping keep you occupied, keep fit. There's some great cooking programs as well. We start with First Light, which is an exercise program for the seniors. Rise and Shine is a bit more exuberant if you're that youthful and bouncy, a bit like Nitin, not an old man like me. 10 a.m. Monday to Friday, Barbara and Kelly Latimer. And every time I ask Nitin, who is your favourite Latimer?
Both. They're wonderful people.
Okay. You couldn't have said that any more insincerely, even if you'd
No,
have tried.
I mean it. Yeah, nice.
That's Barbara and Kelly. We've got the afternoon stretch, which is a way to unwind after you've had your lunch. Watch your cooking a couple of times this week as well. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Duncan Elias and John Leong bring you all the news and a bit of fun and games in terms of the Singapore sports scene. Something for everyone. There's bundles of content. Anubhav, the guy you saw there from India, who brought you news of that esports that's coming up for you on the One Play Sports Network on Hello in India later on. He's producing some great content, working hard to keep you entertained while you're stuck at home during COVID-19. And I also must be a big shout out to Toz, my dear friend over there in Bangkok. I recorded something with him earlier on about the One Play Sports C Nations Cup, and we're bringing that to you on the page on Tuesday. So if you speak Thai or you're watching in Thailand, we've got some Thai language content for you with an eye on the C Nations Cup on Tuesday. What is this delay? Can I have word from Yusuf what this delay
What's
is, please?
happening? 1 minute
Being
away?
told 1 minute.
Right,
So that gives you, now you have time for your predictions. Everything comes to he who waits.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the Pakciks today. I think it'll be a close game, seeing as both sides have decent pedigree, but the Pakciks have 3 players who are going to represent Singapore, so I expect those 3 players to perform and to send their side through to the next round of 16.
Shout out to Hisham as well, who plays attacking central midfielder for Pakcik,
yeah.
Pakcik Legend. He did us a real good favour in the trials to get this to broadcast. We can go pitch side, so here we go. Singapore against Singapore for a place in the round of 16 in the One Play Pro Club Challenge. And it looks like, to me, it's going to be MSixteen in the white playing from left to right, and Pakcik Legend in the red playing from right to left. And we get us underway with MSixteen looking to pull off the biggest shock of the tournament so far. And that's...
It's going to be a real midfield battle, this one, with MSixteen playing 3-man midfield and Pakciks playing 4-men in central midfield. So it's going to be very tight in the midfield areas. Expect a lot of wide play.
Also must mention, talking about Hisham, he's been appointed Queen's Park Rangers manager. Chance for MSixteen! Oh my word, it's out of nothing! We've barely had time.
Is he off? He's on.
He's not offside, he's onside.
Yeah.
Well, it looked too good to be true. It's a stunning strike. And never mind what you call yourselves, Pakcik Legend. If you spend less time complaining about how to pronounce your team name and more on trying to defend goals like that, you'd be in a better place. MSixteen with an absolute ripper. What a goal, 1-0, and Yus Patek has given MSixteen the lead.
No, that came out of the blue. I think that's the fastest goal we've seen so far in this tournament. Fantastic call fantastic cross from the right. A great timed run. Beat both the central defenders down.
Stunning.
Controlled it with the chest and left foot finish. No chance for the keeper. Fantastic start to the game by MSixteen.
And the top man on our production crew, Vic, is now terrified. It means he's going to have to add that to the goals of the week package we'll be recording after we finish our live broadcast tonight. So, Pakcik. In fact, until you score a goal, Pakcik Legend, I'm calling you Pakcik squared. They're in again, MSixteen. Surely they can't make it 2-0. We're only inside the first virtual 10 minutes, and the MSixteen are strutting their stuff brilliantly here. They have got Pakcik Legend on the run.
They've started fantastically.
Oh, look at that ball! What a save that is. Well, Derek Ling proving why he's Singapore's goalkeeper. And Vic again patched that one into the saves of the week.
Yeah, fantastic save. But again, MSixteen couldn't have started this game any better. They are pressing right from the start and have created at least 2 goal scoring chances so far.
Derek Lim, look, we've only played less than 10 virtual minutes. It feels like we've been going for ages. This game is absolutely sensational. Keep the comments on the Facebook page coming. Mohammed Israk there is having a good old laugh at this. Big shock on the Facebook comments page to the start that MSixteen have made. We have got game on here. Could be 2! Oh, he's put it wide. Yus Patek should have made it 2-0.
He should have made it 2-0. And I don't think I've seen the team cross as well as MSixteen have so far in this tournament. They've been absolutely on fire on the wings, and the delivery is superb. Yus Patek really should have made it 2-0 there, but you can forgive him for giving his side the lead so early on.
Well, the key for me now is MSixteen, if they can keep a clean sheet in this game, not concede the away goal, even with a 1-0 lead, it could be huge. That means if they score 1 away from home, remember, that Pakcik Legend, or Pakcik squared as I'm calling them, much of their annoyance, would have to get 3 in the second leg. So a clean sheet now, they've got the early goal, is of the utmost importance, but can they keep this experienced and skillful Pakcik Legend team out? First chance for Pakcik Legend, but the defence of MSixteen holds firm with this newly formed club, MSixteen at the moment. They look like they've been playing together for eternity, Nitin.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing how these guys have connected over such a short period of time. The one main difference I see between the two sides is the Pakciks are taking their time in the passes, and MSixteen are not. They're playing everything first touch and trying to move forward as fast as they can.
Pakcik now starting to find their stride though. Edge of the area, nice move to that left-hand side. Ducking in, tries to get the cross. Oh, what on earth was he doing there? Wasn't a cross, wasn't a shot. That way he's halfway down the motorway.
You can tell just by that piece of action that the nerves have started to creep into the Pakciks.
Zulfikar, looking forward to the worst generation in Kerapok VFC. That's our game next Thursday. Good to have you with us, Zulfikar. Ball through, he's onside, he's offside, he's off, and it was saved anyway. Well, he wasn't to know, Tiger in goal for MSixteen, but that was a brilliant save. Wouldn't have counted even if it had gone in.
There was a good run as well. Really unlucky to be called offside, but it is what it is.
Well, what about that Yus Patek goal inside 3 minutes? I'm still in awe at it.
It's a fantastic finish. I really love that chest control and that left foot finish.
Midway through the first half in the first leg, and it's the underdogs at the moment. Well, if they get a second goal here, I don't know what to think. They're looking so sharp coming forward. The cross comes in again. Headed away well. I think that was Sharif that got ahead to it, Nitin.
Yeah, you saw Derek Lim as well. He was alert to that cross. He tried to come out early, so he's aware as well of
they're onside here.
Trap.
Can they keep it in? They can. Space on the edge. Can he get the shot away? Derek Lim wasn't enough power on that one, Nitin.
Yeah, not enough power, but again, the crosses are causing all sorts of problems for the Pakcik boys, and they've got to sort this out quickly. Going 2-0 behind is a no-go.
Pakcik.
And
Now
they still haven't grown into the game as well. I feel they don't seem to be clicking as well as the M16 boys at this point.
lovely passing movement. No, this time into the middle. They spread it out to the right-hand side quickly. But again, M16 hold firm, and they just seem to be that yard virtually quicker, don't they? M16, I should say, rather than Pakcik.
Yeah, their players seem to be a bit sharper to the ball here.
Jordan Tan's with us as well. Good to have you with us, Jordan, on the Facebook page. Here's some space down the left-hand side. They've timed that run to absolute perfection. He's offside. I thought he got that right. And that was Mohamed Sharin, I think, who was pinged. Haven't seen much of Zanio, the Singaporean international, playing up front for Pakcik Legend so far.
Yeah, his side hasn't been able to get good service up to the forward players, and that's all down to M16 and how they've started this game. 33 minutes in, and they've been fantastic.
They're starting to get a bit more possession, though. Pakcik Legend. What would be the possession stats here, Nitin? We'll find out in a minute, of course, at half-time. It's probably about 50-50, isn't it, so far?
Nah, I'd go actually 65 maybe to M16.
It's not 65. I bet you $1 million it's not 65% to M16.
Do you have $1 million?
I'll find it. There's no way this is 65-35 on possession.
We'll see at half-time.
We will. Let's stop arguing about it.
Not arguing.
Derek Lim comes and claims. We're inside the final virtual 10 minutes of this first half in the first leg. Pakcik Legend trying to regain their composure after that stunning strike from Jos Putak. Put M16 in front. Inside 3 minutes. This is better, though, from the Seeds. Cross comes in. There's no one there, and it's a comfortable header away from Bliss, I think that was, that got it away. And just like that, I wonder if they can create another chance before half-time. They could arguably be 2-0 up here. Jos Putak just wide with another header from a great cross.
They could have been 3-0 up. They had two really good chances to further extend their lead, but both were not as good as the finish that saw them take the lead.
I just had a feeling when Pakcik Legend started complaining and moaning and bitching and being generally unhappy about me on Facebook about abbreviating their name, that they were getting a little bit too cocky. I have to eat my words in a minute, though. No, I won't. M16 clear.
Their defense line looked really solid, and the Pakciks will have to bomb more players forward to cause more problems, because those back four, the back four for M16 have been solid so far.
These two teams far more evenly matched than we figured going into this. So remember, 3 Singaporean internationals for Pakcik squared. M16, the unknown quantity, the new boys are at the moment more than holding their own. Defending to do now, and they do it brilliantly. And that should just about take us to half-time. 30 virtual seconds left till our virtual referee blows his virtual whistle. And we'll find out whether Nitin's nonsense of M16 having 65% possession will stand.
We'll see.
We will see. I reckon about 50-50. So, half-time, well, the story of the game is that stunning goal from Jos Putak, an absolute belter, the earliest goal in the tournament so far, and it was one of the best goals in the tournament so far.
Yeah, and no, funny thing about his name, Putak actually means you can't see properly, but his vision seems to be absolutely on fire. But perhaps that name could be could make sense when you saw that header that he missed. So maybe a bit Putak.
Oh, well, the possession, we both, well, look, you couldn't have been more wrong. Look at that.
Huh?
I told you, 59%. That's $1 million you owe me. You owe me $1 million.
I did not shake your hand.
I'll take a check.
Nope.
59% possession in favour of the visitors, but it's not done them any good. Look at that. No shots on goal. I thought they had one, but I think the computer might be analysed that as a cross. And 4 shots on goal. And that's the other strange thing. They've only had 1 shot on target. Derek Lim's played well, but he's not actually, other than the goal, not had a shot on target to save.
See, this is when the FIFA stats get me a bit.
Oh, that's it. Blame
I don't
FIFA.
really understand it. Come on. Why
is it always someone else's fault?
And wasn't there, that goal that went in? And I believe Derek made 2 saves. So how's that only 1 shot on target? See? The stats don't make sense sometimes.
The stats don't lie.
Don't make
Stats
sense.
never lie. Second half, we're back at the M16 Fortress, which is a fortress at the moment. M16 in the white, playing from right to left in this second half. The Seeds, Pakcik squared, who I'll be calling Pakcik squared until they get a goal, playing from left to right. As we look forward, remember it's 2 legs here, so away goals count double. A clean sheet could be absolutely priceless. That surely is what's on their mind now. They've got to get the balance right, but if they can keep the clean sheet, that could be priceless in the second leg, Nitin.
Yeah, he's
in here. He's onside, through on goal for 2.
Oh, great keeping.
save, Derek Lim.
Oh, Derek's been awesome, man.
That's why he's a Singapore #1. Hassan Sunny-like in goal for Singapore in the virtual arena.
Yeah, M16 will definitely take the clean sheet if they manage to keep it by the end of the match. But I can see them scoring one more, so why not make it 2-0?
Wan Terbaik and Hanathira are M16 fans.
And they'll have more fans by the end of the game if they continue playing the way they have.
Incidentally, could this be important? The goalkeeper, Ung Tiger, has dropped off for M16. They're now playing with a bot in goal. Now, we've seen bots make great saves, and we saw a bot. Remember that free kick that the bot took that led to a goal the other day? That was absolutely shocking. So it's got to be, you've got to think, bearing in mind we saw Ung Tiger make some decent saves in the first half, that must worry even more now M16 in terms of trying to keep that clean sheet. And they've got defending to do here, and they do it brilliantly.
I don't think so, I think they've been relatively comfortable with everything the Pakciks have thrown at them. The 4-1-2-1-2 narrow is not working. They don't have enough width, and everything that goes through the center has been well dealt with by the M16 back four. So no problems.
Here come Pakcik, space down this right-hand side. Offside again. They're playing brilliantly. The defensive line of M16 has been sensational. Shout out to the centre-backs, Biblis, Apito. We've got Zhao Hazmi and Banana as well playing left-back. And you flagged up Zhao Hazmi brilliantly, Nitin, before the game as being their star player. We don't get right-backs flagged up as star players, but he's been rock solid as the cross comes in and Derek Lim can gather. Yeah,
I think he's been solid, not just on the pitch. I'm sure he's organising his team as well in the PlayStation parties. So fantastic stuff so far. Defensively, they've been awesome, and offensively, they've been so much better than the Pakciks.
Keep the comments coming on the Facebook page, LSFC. Like, share, follow, comment. That's what One Play Sports is all about. Don't forget more esports action if you're watching in India coming up on Hello at 9:30 p.m. IST tonight. Asian Champions League group game between Howler FC of India and Tamil Wanderers of Malaysia. And if you are just joining us, you've already missed the draw for the One Play Sports C Nations Cup. The groups have been drawn, A and B. Going to be played very much like the AFF Suzuki Cup, and the opening game on Wednesday is in Group A, Thailand against Malaysia, same time, 11 p.m. Meanwhile, here's Pakcik
good
through,
skills.
Lovely skills, he's left it, can they get the shot away, deflected over corner?
Much better by the Pakciks. I think that's their first real piece of attacking play that we can admire, and it's good signs for them 65 minutes into the second half.
Well, we had a shock on Thursday with Buffalo Run beating Pew FC. This one is even more seismic if it stays like this. Pakcik, many people thought they'd be a tip for the title. At the moment, they could be going out at the first hurdle. And that with 3 Singapore internationals in the ranks. And they caught them at the back here. Plenty of pace into the area. Can he get the shot away? Can he find a cross the face of goal? Too tame. And Derek Lim saw it coming all the way. Good keeping once more.
Yeah, Derek Lim again dealing with everything that's been thrown at him except that one goal. Good wing play though by V. Dos Santos, showing great pace down the left.
Shout out to Aaron Delosa, the CEO of VPG Worldwide, who has done great work along with Youssef in organising as tournament directors this One Play Pro Club Challenge. They're also our partners in the One Play Sports C Nations Cup. VPG, the place to go if you want to play FIFA Pro Club. They really are a superb organisation with representation all over the world, and they're only going to get bigger and better, as are we at One Play Sports. Whistle's gone, it's another free kick to M16. What do they do now, Nitin? Do you just try and run this clock down and take the 1-0, or do you think they've shown enough to try and get a second, which would really give Pakcik Squared a mountain to climb?
I would run the clock down if I'm honest. The Pakciks have grown into this game this second half, and I wouldn't take the risk. A 1-0 lead going into the second leg is fantastic.
Matt Hadir on the Facebook comments page says, this is a great game. You are not wrong, Hadir. It's absolutely absorbing here, and particularly if it stays like this going to Malaysia. The second leg will be at the Pakcik Stadium. In they go again to the edge of the area. They're playing some sensational stuff here. M16, bamboozle! Derek Lim with the save. Derek Lim at the moment is just about keeping Pakcik Legend in this.
Yeah, he's shades of David Lee, for those of you who've followed Singapore football for a while.
Down the left-hand side come Pakcik Legend now. This will be the sign of a great team. They've played badly, but if they could escape here with a 1-1 draw, it will be nothing short of miraculous. Look at the defensive work. Who's that? That's the right back. Who is it?
I think it's Zal Hasmi.
Yeah, Zal Hasmi, the player that Nitin told you would be the man to watch.
I told you.
For I can tell you you're doing good. You can't tell yourself you're doing good. You can't pat yourself on the back.
It's nice. I don't get it enough.
Here, edge of the area. They come again. Ooh. It's Ochelot. Zach's there waiting.
1-0!
Well, they've done them at the death. And I will now have to call them Pakcik Legend. They've levelled it up. They've got the away goal. And that is the sign of a great team. They've been poor for the first, 85 odd virtual minutes. And 80 minutes in, Mohamed Arif gets the goal. 181 in 525 games now. And Mohamed Arif's 80-minute leveler means if it stays like this, we are going to Pakcik Pakcik Stadium for the second leg, which could be absorbing. But look at this, MSixteen, they're still fighting to try and get the winner. MSixteen headed away. These two teams are evenly matched. The second leg should be absolutely sensational. Don't go anywhere, whatever you're doing. Stay with us here on One Play Sports. MSixteen again. Well, so sad for them they conceded that goal, but they're still very much in this, Nitin.
Yeah, you know, just to go back on that goal just now, it was fantastic build-up play by the Pakcik boys. Fantastic cross and a great finish. But you have to say, in the second half, they've been the better side. They've grown in confidence, and a 1-1 draw is not undeserved at this point.
What I will say, though, isn't it, and we've seen enough from M16 to suggest they will be able to score in the away leg, which they're going to need to do now, having conceded that away goal. They simply must get on the score sheet when in around about 5 minutes' time we cross over to Pakcik Pakcik Stadium for the second leg. Meanwhile, there's still 2.5 virtual minutes plus virtual stoppage time to play on the virtual pitch at the virtual stadium that is the M16 Fortress. Have I got enough virtuals in there, Nitin?
Yeah, I think you managed to squeeze in one too many.
Okay. Many thanks for the feedback.
No problem.
Pakcik Pakcik Legend in the red. Surely they can't steal this at the death. They're coming forward. We are now into virtual time added on. Just the 2 minutes. But look at this. Pakcik Pakcik Legend on the area they go. M16 hold firm defensively. And it's just that one goal they've conceded in the 80th minute that means we're going to go tied all square.
No.
They've let them in right in the dead.
Oh, no!
Well, Pakcik Pakcik Legend has stole the first leg right at the death, and now it's M16 that have amounted to climb. And Mohamed Arif, with goals in the 80th and 90th minute, means with practically the last kick of the game that Pakcik Legend, I can't call them Pakcik Squared anymore, are going to take M16 back to the Pakcik Pakcik Stadium with a 2-1 first leg lead. And who'd have thought that with 10 virtual minutes to go?
M16 will be shooting. Their manager will be extremely furious at his side. It's unacceptable to concede a goal like that right at the death. 2-1 right at the death. It's really not worth it. So I think overall the M16 manager will be furious.
Let's have a look at the match facts as they come through. Possession, 57% to 43. Let's have a look at that on the big screen if we can for the people at home. The match stats, so 7 shots. Look at that, 7 shots to 3. Pakcik, just the 3 shots in goal. They managed to score 2 of them. Now, we talked in the second half, they played with a botting goal, M16. Did that cost them, or could the goalkeeper have done nothing about the 2 strikes?
Nah, I don't think the goalkeeper could have done much.
Look at this, though, 3 minutes in. Sorry, Nitin. We've got to give Yus Potek.
No worries.
Do carry on, Nitin, sorry, because we're going to see the 2 goals that you could argue maybe a human keeper in Tiger would have saved, but you think bot or no bot, those were going into the back of the net. But what a strike that is for the opener.
Yeah, fantastic finish by Yus Potek. M16 were awesome in that first half. Pakcik started to grow into the game in the second half. Started to commit more men forward, started to commit more men forward in the wide areas, and that's what got them their goals.
Are we not going to have a chance to see these 2 goals? I hope we are.
I think we will, yeah.
Let's see the 2 goals. Both of them scored by Mohamed Arif in the 80th and 90th minute, and there was the first one. They made that look easy, didn't they? And I think you're right, Nitin. Even if there's a human in goal, they're not stopping that, are they? I mean, it's A1. That's textbook FIFA Pro Club.
Yeah, that was fantastic build-up play. And one thing I'd like to say about Mohamed Arif, you said pre-match he didn't have a very good goal-scoring record. He's got 182 now in 525 appearances.
I still don't think that's very good.
Again, on paper, it's not very good, but he's got his side through to the next. He's got his side
but
a lead in the.
They don't play football
going to the second
They
leg.
don't play football on paper, though, do they?
They don't.
What do they play it on?
On a controller.
Correct. I thought you were going to say grass. You nearly fell into my trap there. You're too sharp for me, Nitin. Make no mistake. And look at that. Now, that was a defense. That was the only defensive mistake they really made the whole game. But there's what I mean. Look, that's a bot goalkeeper. Does Tiger stop that if he stays online?
I don't think so. You can't account for mistakes like that where the defender loses the ball, the opponent pinches it and plays the perfect through ball. The keeper has only a certain amount of time to react. And
let me give some shout-outs
enough.
on the Facebook comments page. Don Midon is here having a good old laugh. Mohamed is having a good old laugh as well. We've got Kevin Dos Santos going Pakcik, cheering them on. Lots of you having your say. It's great to see so many of you commenting on the Facebook page. LSFC. What's it stand for, Nitin?
Like, share, follow, and comment.
And with one eye on that One Play Sports C Nations Cup, if you want shout-outs given on match nights, and the full match schedule, by the way, we will be releasing in the next 48 hours, but we do know that match night 1 on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, 11 p.m. Singapore time, is Malaysia against Thailand. And I think I'm right in saying, isn't that a repeat of the last real AFF Suzuki Cup final? I think it might be. Was it Malaysia, Thailand in the last Suzuki Cup?
It is Malaysia and Vietnam, right?
Was Thailand not there? I
think Vietnam knocked out Thailand. If I'm not
I think
mistaken,
you're right.
I could be wrong.
I think I'm thinking of the one previous to that.
Yeah.
Get very confused. So long since we've seen real foot, but it feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, I
doesn't
actually missed the Suzuki Cup. You know, it's one of those tournaments that I look forward to.
Yeah. Well, you've not missed it yet. Hopefully it'll be okay for December, but who knows the way things are going.
I don't think it'll be okay,
Can I-
but
can
even if it isn't, we've got our own version. So
Yeah, but can I ask you to do your bit, by the way, to hopefully get the AFF Suzuki Cup back? Keep your social distance, and listen, whatever you're doing, this sanitisation you're about to do now could be the difference between
It's
the
a
Suzuki Cup
lifesaver.
happening and not happening this year.
I'm alive because of all the sanitizer that I've used.
Antonius Samsung Putra is on the Facebook page, as is Ferdaus Elias. Great to see so many of you coming back night after night. Of course, at the moment, we're Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. From next week, we are, wait for this, Nitin's looking for, he loves working, Nitin. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. Stay with me. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, One Play Pro Club Challenge. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday is the One Play Sports C Nations Cup. Are you with me? Good. 11 p.m. Singapore time, GMT +8. That's live One Play FIFA Pro Club action coming into your way. A whopping 6 nights a week. We are going to have a party 6 nights of the week here. Even if you're stuck at home, we'll do our very best to keep you entertained. If nothing else, you've got to watch to see what shirt Nitin is going to wear. And if you are just joining us and you missed that draw, we'll be packaging it up and putting it on the One Play Sports Facebook page tomorrow. A throw forward tonight ago. Let me keep mentioning this because we've got so many people watching us from India saying, where are the Indian teams? We are going to try and incorporate some Indian teams in our tournaments that are to come. But for now, on the Hello app, on the One Play Sports Hello page in India tonight at midnight Singapore time, that's 9:30 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Time. It's Howler FC of India against the Tamil Wanderers in the very brilliantly organised VPG Virtual Pro Gaming Asian Champions League. I think I'm going to watch that. Why don't we kick back in the office and obviously keep our distance and watch a bit of that before we go home tonight? I can't get enough One Play Pro Club FIFA action.
That's a great idea. Let's just stay here overnight. You know,
Yeah.
let's
Well,
shower
the way
here together. Maybe save water, save the world. Oops,
Did you just say you wanted a shower with me?
it's just a joke. I think
There are
Not sure.
children watching Nitin. That's
it's okay. Why?
what?
We can shower, friends shower together before they jump into the swimming pool and stuff.
Well, we've got no swimming pool here.
Generic.
We've got no swim. Where on earth you're going down a cul-de-sac, an indecent cul-de-sac here, Nitin.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong.
If, by the way,
Let's jump out of
listen, I don't fancy. Is there anyone out there that does fancy taking a shower with Nitin? Maybe we could run a competition, and the grand prize
Not that bad.
the grand prize could be a shower with Nitin, and the second prize could be 2 showers with Nitin. If you want to shower with Nitin, let us know on the Facebook comments box. LSFC, like, share, follow, comment. They're continuing to come in, and Nobis Gaming is with us. Kevin is there as well. Israq, so many of you new. I'm seeing some new names here as well. Adib Alfan says Hisham and Alexander dos Santos are my idols. We'll pass that message on for you, Adib. Hisham is saying, shout out to QPR Esports. Now, Hisham, you're a bit leery, aren't you? You're supposed to be preparing for the second leg, and you've got time to go on the Facebook comments box. But on a serious note, congratulations to VPG, who've just been licensed by Queen's Park Rangers to run their esports team. And I'm told that Hisham not only is an attacking midfielder for this Pakcik Legend team, I can't call them Pakcik Squad anymore, he is now officially the Queen's Park Rangers manager as well. And great to see VPG. We've seen firsthand the hard work done by Youssef and his team here, and Hisham for that matter. Aaron's been fantastically helpful back in the UK, and it's great to see VPG thriving at the moment.
Yeah, definitely, especially in this Southeast Asian region. They've got tournaments in almost every country. So if you're looking to join a competitive league, reach out to the guys from VPG and they'll sort you out.
Kevin Dos Santos says Queen's Park Rangers would like a shower. Would you shower with the entire Queen's Park Rangers team, Nitin? Let's get to the second leg at the Pakcik Stadium. Here we go. It's Pakcik in the red, playing from left to right. Great to see the same shirts for the second leg. I hate it when they change shirts for the second leg. And in the white, MSixteen, who trail, remember, 2-1 on aggregate, and they're 2 away goals as well. So they need a 2-0 win to go through. A 2-1 win for MSixteen on the night would take us to extra time. And who doesn't love a bit of over past midnight extra time in Singapore on a Saturday night?
I love for this to go into extra time and even penalties. We haven't seen a penalty shootout so far. It gives us a lot of excitement, so that'd be great.
Well, already it looks like we're going to go past the 4-minute mark without a goal, which is what we didn't see in the first leg with Yus Potak's sensational strike, putting the cat amongst the virtual pigeons for MSixteen. Mohamed Kischek saying, can someone tell me to pronounce Pakcik Legend properly? They're in again here, and they had to hat that behind Iblis.
Pakcik Legend.
Corner, first one of this second leg, and it goes to Pakcik Legend.
Far post
Can I just
cross.
call them Uncle Legend? Does that work?
don't think so. I think they
Will they find that
purposely
less
named-
Offensive?
Maybe. Oh, what's this?
Whoa, my word.
That's the worst corner I've seen in this
Vic,
tournament.
can you time code that for the bloopers reel at the end of the series?
It's the worst corner I've seen in this tournament.
Well, so far, MSixteen, do you think they've had their chance and they've blown it here? They were so impressive through the first 80 minutes of that first leg, but it's all in the second leg so far. Pakcik squared.
Yep. You know, I take into account the second leg in the second half in the first leg usually. Whichever team has the better of the opposition at that point usually goes on to do well in the second leg, and that was Pakcik Legend. So no surprise to see them on the front foot here.
Unlucky not to get the foul there, Pakcik Legend. Instead, it's a goal kick.
He's got the
to
name right now.
Pakcik.
No, you don't have to.
But if I had a lisp, that's how we're pronouncing it, even if I was speaking Malay. If
don't
I spoke
have a
Malay,
lisp.
but I could have a lisp. How do you know I haven't got a lisp?
Because I've heard you speak
Well, I might
for
be
days.
certain words. People have problem pronouncing certain words. Oh, that's a stutter, not a lisp, isn't it? I'm getting confused now. Here come Pakcik Legend down the left-hand side. Another goal here. Well, I say the game's over with another goal. A 2-1 win on the night for MSixteen.
Hisham, stop showboating, bro.
Yeah, never mind your Queen's Park ranging, managing show-off. MSixteen, they haven't really got a foothold in this second leg. Maybe they will do now. Lovely first-time ball, but that's good work in the middle of the defence. I think, was that Mohamed Sharin or was it Sharif that dealt with that quite well?
Yeah, looking like a very calm and composed Pakcik Legend side this time.
Yeah, can also get confirmation for Youssef. Are they botting in goal again, the MSixteen team here, or is Ung Tiger back online? We'll have to wait until the screen goes to the right-hand side. He's back like James Brown. Ung Tiger is back in goal for MSixteen, but they're not having the same penetration. And the areas they were having success in down the flanks in that first leg, they seem to be concentrating more on the middle in this game.
Who, M16?
Yeah, MSixteen, they seem to be trying to go through the middle a bit more, but they had so much joy down the flanks in that
Yeah, I
first
think
game.
that at this point they're just having
great
difficulty getting back the ball, actually.
That was brilliant work. They come down the left-hand side.
Again,
The cross is a good one!
Oh,
How's he missed? That's the second header in the tie that just put wide. It looked for all the world that he was going to level it up.
Maybe he gets the name Potek because of his heading, because he missed a great chance in that first leg through a header, and in the second leg again he's had a glorious opportunity and he's put it wide.
Prabhu says, Nitin Nambiar is the best commentator ever, 100%. Be honest, is Prabhu one of your friends?
Prabhu is one of my best friends. Thanks, bro.
What about me, Prabhu? You should be a bit more, what's the word?
Nah, it's okay. Support me
Circumspect.
only. Me only.
Be
Thanks.
circumspect, Prabhu. Judge people not by the fact you are friends, by their overt talent. Can't just say because he's your mate you love him.
Nah, he loves me. Whatever I do.
Have you ever had a shower with him?
Yes.
Really?
Have, yeah.
I wonder he likes you on Facebook.
Everyone loves me.
Oh, snapshot! Well saved. Good job on Tigers back in goal for that. And now Mohamed Klaslik's helping me out. He says, he's told me pronounce it like this. Pakcik. Pakcik.
Pakcik.
Yeah, he's written it down. All right, Mohamed.
Pakcik.
Pakcik. So it's Pakcik Legend. Thank you,
Yes.
Mohamed.
Thanks, bro. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, nice challenge.
Ooh.
Look at this. It's getting fruity here. Half an hour into this second leg, and it's still Pakcik Legend with the advantage.
Yeah, we've actually seen both sides change the way they play. Over that first leg, M16, you saw lots of attacking play in the first 10 minutes. They haven't been able to do that here. So the Pakciks have definitely adjusted something in their formation or tactics.
Oh, cross comes in, but it's too easy for Derek Lim. Derek Lim shown. I know he conceded that early goal, but he really couldn't stop that thunderbolt from Just Putak. But we're seeing why he is Singapore's #1. And any other of the C Nations Cup teams watching this will know they're going to have to work hard to beat him. They're offside.
I see Hisham's already put his name, QPR Hisham.
Such a fanboy already, isn't he, Hisham? Come on,
Yeah.
QPR Hisham. What about VPG Hisham? That'd be a not bit of ring to it.
Agreed. Actually,
Now-
not really.
oh.
QPR's cool.
He's onside here. They've got 2 white shirts in the box if they can find them. Nice one-touch football. This is more like it. They get the cross in. Just Putak. They need to get it on the floor to Just Putak, not in the air. He's lethal on the floor. In the air, he's had 3 headers in this tie so far and gone wide with all 3 of them. Adib says QPR hasn't behaved. They're all giving Hisham stick that he's got QPR in his avatar already.
Oh, they've got space on the left here.
Down the left-hand side, Mohamed Arif, the 2-goal hero from the first leg. M16 starting to come back into this a bit more. They simply cannot afford, though, to concede one here just before half-time. Remember, to have any chance of staying in this, M16 need to score at least 2 goals. 1 goal would not be enough. They go out on away goals rule. George Overton says, sign me up for Queen's Park Rangers. Put me in goal. Alvin Chu is with us as well. Good to have you with us, Alvin.
Get in touch with the VPG guys, bro.
Yeah, get on the VPG Singapore page. Yusuf and his boys will do their best to help you out. VPG with affiliates all over the world now, which is great to see. Final 2.5 virtual minutes of this virtual first half and the virtual second leg of this round of 32 tie in the One Play Pro Club Challenge. And it's looking at the moment like Pakcik Legend are going to be through to play Buffalo Run on the 26th of May.
Yeah, that's going to be an awesome game. Actually, whichever team qualifies from this, it's going to be an awesome game. Both teams have shown good amounts of quality and attacking threat. Cheyenne on the right here, on the left, I mean.
How old were you when you figured out what was left and what was right?
Man, I think I was 2 or something. I was a really bright kid.
But can I ask you, when you're trying to work out what's left and what's right, I immediately think, what foot do I kick a ball with? So if ever I'm certain, I go, well, what foot would I kick a ball with? And I'm left-footed. So that's how I know what's left and right. How do you tell the difference between left and right?
I don't know. My teacher told me if you're looking this way, it's left, and if you're looking this way, it's right. So it just stuck with me.
So at half-time, it's goalless. And another bit of lifestyle advice, if you're having trouble at home trying to work out what points of a compass are what points, north, east, south and west, do you know how you do it?
Yeah, look at the stars I learned in the army.
No, never eat shredded wheat. You know shredded wheat, the cereal? So you go, never eat shredded wheat. I digress. Let's get to the match stats. Now, look, there you see the dominance of Pakcik Legend. 69. Am I pronouncing it right? You bunch of moaners at Pakcik Legend. 69% to 31%. Just the one shot on goal for each. And unfortunately, that header from Jos Potak was wide. They really should be in front at half-time in this as well, MSixteen, even though they've only had 31% of the possession.
Yeah, I think
they had the best chance.
They had the best chance, but I think Pakciks have been controlling the game really well. So 0-0 is a fair result.
45 virtual minutes left. That's 6 minutes in real time. And the equation is simple. MSixteen need to score twice. Can we take the game full screen, please? Thank you very much. And here we go. Down the left-hand side. Come MSixteen. They need a strong start here. An early goal would really put the willies up Pakcik Legend. Have you ever had anyone put the willies up, Unity?
No, I don't know what that means. Sounds
it's an English
wrong.
expression. It's not wrong. It's a harmless English expression. You're dirty mind. You're thinking too much of the showers. That's going out for a corner. Willies, it's like the frighteners. It's like frightening. Put the frighteners up you.
Oh, okay. But I never had.
We're helping each other. You're teaching me Singlish. I can teach you some English
thanks,
phrases.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
It'd be useful when
Happy
I
to
sign for Tottenham Hotspur.
Happy to help. Yeah, Ferdows is thanking. I've got to thank Mohammed Classic. He said it right. It's Pakcik Legend. I'm getting it right now. That's what we do. We're all about building a community. We work together as a team. You know, let me know what you think. Tell me what to say. MSixteen are doing their best. They're huffing and they're puffing, but they can't blow the host down. They will get a cheap corner, though. Was that a mistake, putting that for a corner? It will be if they score from it.
I think he tried to control the ball a bit better, but his touch just sent it out for a corner.
George Overton said he's never heard about putting the willies up someone. George, where are you? Where are you, George? Tell us where you're from.
George, please tell him that it's a weird saying. No one's heard of it.
Has anyone ever heard of someone putting the willies up someone? George Overton, where are you from, buddy? Tell us on the Facebook comments where you're from. Back to the action. There's 37 virtual minutes to go here, and MSixteen are enjoying lots of possession in the second half, but they simply got to make the breakthrough. They're trying to find Jos Potak again, but Pakcik holding firm.
They're also committing lots of men forward and...
oh, great cross!
Oh, Potak!
Oh, it's gone in! What on earth happened there? Oh, my word! Game very much back on.
I choked.
Well, who scored it? Was it Jos Potak?
Yeah.
It could almost go down as an own goal. Did Derek Lim have a nightmare there? We'll have to see the replay at full time. They're just one goal away now from knocking Pakcik out. Is that going to dribble out? It is, and it will be a corner. Where'd that come from, Nitin?
Out of the blue again.
And who scored it?
It came from out wide, a fantastic cross.
But was it a mistake by the keeper? It looked like he got hold of it and then it went through his fingers.
I think Jos Potak's contact on the ball was a bit too hard. The keeper just didn't have enough time to react. It was a bit too close to the ball.
George Overton is from my part of the woods. George Overton is from Kings Lynn in Norfolk. Do you know what the nearest football team in Norfolk is? There's 2 football teams in the Norfolk area. Well, one
Northampton.
Of them was Suffolk, really. They go berserk if I said it was. That's near Norwich and Ipswich. Nice. Ipswich is in Suffolk, but it's Norwich and Ipswich. Bit of football trivia for you there. So
thanks for joining us, bro.
Yeah, great to have you with us, George. Spread the love. Like, share, follow, comment. Don't forget the One Play Sports C Nations Cup starting on Wednesday. Malaysia against Thailand. We've got another game on Tuesday as well to come in the round of 32. Tuesday night's action sees the Brotherhood Vienna Vietnam against Old Man United of Malaysia. And our final round of 32 clashes, the worst generation against Kerapok in a all-Malaysian clash next Thursday. That's going to do gangbuster viewing figures. Two Malaysian sides up against each other.
Ooh.
M16 with half a chance to get the goal that would put them in front. Remember, the scores are level on aggregate, 2-2, but crucially, Pakcik have the 2 away goals. So M16 still have to score again. But even if Pakcik get the equaliser here, a second goal for M16 would then take us to extra time, which is so badly wanted.
Yeah, man, I honestly don't know what's going to happen. We've got less than like 25 minutes of in-game time, and M16 need one more goal.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Nabil Hakim says the Pakcik wingers are holding too much of the ball. Do you agree with that?
The Pakcik wingers are holding too much on. Yeah, I think they've had a lot of...
oh, they're in again. Sorry, Nitin. Cross comes in. He gets there. Thought for a minute he's going to go for a penalty.
He's
onside to the byline. Numbers in the middle.
Oh, my God. What a
save from Derek Lim. He's kept Pakcik in it. It's all happening.
There's been a lot of aimless passing by the Pakciks. I feel they're just trying to control the game, but it's not working out for them in the second half.
Corner comes in, and Derek Lim gets down to save, and all of a sudden now the clock is M16's enemy as much as Pakcik are the enemy. Oh, there's a slip. Oh, what a fantastic last gasp tackle that was. Was that a Pito? I think it might have been a Pito, Nitin.
A Pito, the Punisher.
Down they come again. M16 pouring forward, trying to find their winner, but they've coughed it up in midfield. They could be caught short on the break here. Pakcik. Out to the right-hand side they go, into the area. And again, superb defending. Banana Man gets it done, Banana Zar.
Oh my God, there's a lot of... Oh, I wouldn't want to be playing in this game, man. Lots of stress.
Shahin says Derek is first class in goal. He certainly is.
He is fantastic.
But for him, Pakcik maybe going out. They could still go out here if M16 can find another. Remember, as it stands... Oh, what a save again, Derek Lim. I've literally seen it all now. Derek Lim are going to start calling him the Great Wall of Singapore.
I'm going to get a heart attack.
15 virtual minutes to go. M16 pushing for the goal that would take them in front on aggregate. As it stands, they trail by virtue of just the away goals rule. The seeds of Pakcik Legend are holding on. M16 throwing the kitchen sink at them. Cross comes in and it's headed away.
Oh my God, this is really end-to-end stuff. Speechless.
Is he
awesome
onside
game.
there? He is on. No, he's off. I thought he might be. Just got it right. Can they create? You get the feeling M16 will create one more chance in the final 12 virtual minutes, but can they put it away? Stood up well there. I think that was Dak Boyak, was it? Or Juan Romeo playing fullback. But M16, well, even if they do go out, they're a name to watch in the future because they have given Pakcik, nearly said Pakcik, they're given Pakcik Legend all they need to think about and a lot more here, and the game still ain't over, but they've only got less than 10 virtual minutes to go. And Obis Gaming says he's goalkeeper of the tournament, steady on power, only in the round of 32.
Yeah, he'll you know, if he progresses into the next one, there's a high chance that he may be named the goalkeeper of the tournament.
My Ben Omar and Sniper Lienel have something to say about that, of Shapeshifters and Buffalo Run respectively. They also played brilliantly. But the keeper at the moment is keeping Pakcik in this. He's probably going to have to make one more save as well. Comes out Derek Lim.
Fantastic.
And gathers. And now, will Pakcik just to play out the clock? Will they just try and play out the clock, or is that a dangerous game to play in FIFA Pro Club?
It is dangerous. Actually, whatever way you choose to do it, it's going to be dangerous. You just got to be calm and try and maintain possession for as long as you can.
Free kick, is that going to be a
Not
card?
long to go now.
Yeah, inside the final 3.5 virtual minutes plus what the referee adds on for stoppages. Are M16 going to get another chance, or are they destined to go out heartbreakingly by virtue of the away goals rule? Yusuf, can you confirm for me who scored that goal that came out of nowhere for M16, please? Didn't quite catch it in progress.
I believe it's used for
Who was it? It was an own goal. It did go down as an own goal. It looked weird, didn't it, when it went in? It went down as an OG. That's why no goal scorer was credited. And is that the first own goal we've had in the tournament? I think it is.
I think it is
Yeah.
too.
Meanwhile, is he onside here? Keeper comes. Derek Lim again. He has been sensational. And now, how much time to be added on with this? 3 minutes. So there is hope for M16, but not much.
Yeah.
Pakcik are holding on here by the skin of their virtual teeth. They were offside. That's criminal at that point of the game to be called offside.
Just want to raise a point. I think M16 have been the better side over the two legs. They've created the better chances, and we're seeing them get knocked out. So again, it goes to show.
Did that take a deflection? No, thankfully. Go on,
just goes to show the attacking quality that our seeded teams have. They don't create many chances, but when they do, they put them away.
No chance to create another opportunity, and heartbreakingly, M16 are eliminated and ultimately, well, was it Pakcik disappointing or M16 just excel?
I think both teams played their part. I think Pakcik have shown the Buffalo Runners that they're not going to be an easy team to face. But at the same time, M16, as I said earlier, have been the better team over the two legs, and they can be very disappointed that they're getting knocked out in the round of 32. But lots of positives from them. Gave the seeded team a real run for their money.
Yeah, Pakcik Legend up against Buffalo on the 26th of May, so a good couple of weeks till we get that game. That's the second last game in the round of 16. Remember, the round of 16 starts next Saturday with the first round of 16 clash, which is To The Moon against La Rojak. To The Moon of Thailand against La Rojak Football of Singapore, who went through in that incredible extra time game, remember. Let's have a look at this goal again if we get a chance. The OG, because we want to find out what happened. Because, bizarrely, as well as Derek Lim played, I wonder whether he was at fault for this goal. Is this it? I think it is. Is this going to be the effort that goes in? Derek
I think
Lim
this was the header that he missed.
Yeah, that was the first half header, wasn't it, that went wide?
But again, Derek Lim was out of position there. Shouldn't have come out for that cross. Got nowhere near and almost cost his side there.
Yeah, Yus Putak, he could have, no exaggeration, could have scored 5 goals across the two legs, and he ended up coming away with only 1.
Just with his
That
head.
was the only goal. Well, Derek Lim, well, that was
unlucky.
Well, he was trying to kick Sky over the bar. It wasn't really a Derek Lim error, was it? Can we put this down to a Derek Lim error?
No, not at all. I think it's just a case of right person. Wrong
he didn't know anything about that, did he?
But what a save, though. As in, just to get your positioning right there, it's an amazing effort. Even better save.
Well, my.
Again, another save. Yus Potek denied. I think he'll want to meet Derek Lim in person and give him a few knocks, maybe.
Maybe wants to have a shower with him, Nitin. That seems to be your favourite thing to do when you like someone. Well, that was it. Pakcik really didn't threaten the goal in that second leg. And not for the first time. The unseeded team get a win in the second leg, but it's not enough to take them through. We've seen that a couple of times in this round of 32. Congratulations. That just about does it from the highlights from the Pakcik Stadium. Pakcik. And I'll get that right for the round. Now you're through. All right, stop moaning. I'll go home and I'll practice. Pakcik Legend. And remember, never eat shredded wheat. We can update the bracket now, I believe. Vic, are we ready with the updated bracket? Just to confirm that tie that's on the 26th of May that I told you about. There it is. Could you put your papers down? So I can see the monitor. Thank you very much.
Oh, sorry.
A Buffalo Run. Give us a Buffalo Soldier. Cheer me up on a Saturday night.
Buffalo Soldier. Dreadlock Rasta.
They will take on Pakcik Legend on the 26th of May.
Buffalo Soldier.
Right. It's been an incredibly busy day. If you're just joining us, you've missed the draw, the grand draw, the official draw done by Yusuf of VPG and Nitin Nambiar that we showed at the start of the show. We'll be packaging that up and putting it on the One Play Sports Facebook page tomorrow. Remember, 8 nations: Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Myanmar, Brunei, the Philippines. Did I mention Vietnam? I think they're the ones I left out. And Vietnam. The 8 C nations anyway. 2 groups, Group A and Group B. That's 32 match nights, and it starts next Wednesday with Malaysia against Thailand, the opening game in Group A. But before we get to that, we have got Tuesday's matchup to bring you in a packed action of Week 6. Along with the game next Saturday, which is the opening game in the round of 16, To The Moon against La Rojak Football. Brotherhood of Vienna of Vietnam against Old Man United. Vietnam and Malaysia at the moment, the countries with the least teams through, only 2 from each. Singapore tonight make it 5, along with Thailand, who've already got 5 through. Malaysia at least guaranteed 2. Possibly 2, guaranteed 1 team through with that game that everyone's looking forward to, the Worst Generation against Kerapak on Thursday, Nitin.
Yeah, that's going to be a real cracker, and I'm so pleased to say that we only have 2 fixtures left of the round of 32. We'll then be moving on to the round of 16, where we expect the action to get even better. Right, well, that just about does it from us. The time has just gone midnight Singapore time. In India, it's about 9:32 Indian Standard Time in the evening. And if you are watching in India, or if you've got ways of getting onto the Hello app, you can now enjoy some great action in the VPG Asian Champions Leagues. It's Howler FC of India against Tamil Wanderers of Malaysia. You can watch that now. That's part of our ever-expanding portfolio of esports here on the One Play Sports Network. Enjoy what's left of your weekend. Stay safe on Sunday. And remember, folks, no matter how long we're locked down, no matter how much we have to put up with circuit breakers and restrictions, the good news is for 5 weeks, hold on. Oh, man.
For 5 weeks starting from Wednesday, we are going to bring you 6 nights a week of One Play Pro Club Challenge. We're moving in here, sleeping bags to the floor. We're not going to stop in our quest to bring you. Now you can have
I don't want it now.
The very best original content. Stay safe, stay happy, sanitize, and stay healthy. And we'll look forward to seeing you on Tuesday for more great One Play Pro Club Challenge action. Good night.